So hello again, it's Michi again, and we're gonna carry on in our career mode. And as you can see, we finished the first race in Melbourne already, being in P16 in Drivers' Championship, like just the first race has been done. So we continue the career. Difficulty is 110%, and we're off to China here. So just make sure to skip that F1 stuff intro because it's, yeah, messing around with copyright stuff. Here we can see the actual standing in the team. Upgrades probably. So we're just gonna have a look if we can see something good on the tech tree. We got resource points in value of 1118. So we definitely need power on the powertrain. So this is going to be done already. Unfortunately, I can't do anything else at the minute. This is why we head off to the chassis and get in some other settings. This costs us 1000 resource points. It's rate reduction. So it's gonna pull up the chassis performance. Bahrain coming up after China, so probably the next few rounds until Monaco are not too much for our chassis, so we'll look at the downforce, where we could actually gain a lot. This is 1000 points each, and it literally is like, we do not need to care. Probably we're gonna go with the front end, because you can manage a little bit more on the on sliding rather than having issues with understeer. So that means 1000 points are gone, and we need to carry on going into free practice. So we're on our way to the garage, and we go to setup section to, sorry, not that one, to the setup section to load in our current set, which I actually created. Track status is clear at the second. We'll look at the session info, and we start again with track acclimatization. And we drive out of the pits to immediately get a feel for the track once again. Track conditions are good. As far as I know, we got a fresh set of medium tires. Tires available here are super soft, soft, and medium. So we head in out of the pits, and you can see it's like a real Honda engine. Most of the parts already worn. Nevertheless, we do need some speed later on, so we just keep it in lean fuel mode for the second to get a feel for the track first. This is a little bit too fast. Very technical track in general, like a lot of mid to high speed corners, some hairpins. This is one of the most fascinating corners maybe. Really need to look out for some traction here, as it's carry the speed out towards the main straight, and we just see the effect of the Honda engine. I mean, we're in lean power, yes, but we're rarely hitting like 200 and 302 kph, so we go ridge mode and try to pull in a clean lap here around Shanghai International Racing Circuit. Starting now. DRS wide open, and we do see our checkpoints where to pass. A lot of purple sectors already. Looks very good so far. That was the first green sector, I think. Some other were purple again. And DRS zone coming up. We hit that quite perfect. 2 green at the second. And we missed one. Nevertheless, I think this was a good lap. 450 points. Slightly missed the optimal target here. And I missed another checkpoint. And that's a lot of points gone already, I think. Getting a lot darker at the second. Looks like some rain is popping in soon, and we missed that. I do not believe we're looking any better this time around. And I failed to enable DRS. However, we just try it again. And we missed that. If we do not miss one again, this could actually work out pretty good. That was probably bad. I do not think that the next sector is gonna be green in any way. sometimes it's looking so easy, but it's quite hard at the same time. Nope.
That's the end of the program and plenty of useful data. Return to base when you can so we can go over it.
It was not a perfect run. Fuel to be put to lean. Should also save us some bit on the engine. The engine in fact sounds a bit broken. MG UK 70% of wear. I'm not too sure whether to change this unit at the end of qualifying anyway. That was damage, totally unnecessary. Just pass me please, thank you. You know, and then the AI is passing you and then slowing down, like literally being stationary on the track. Could you just please go on?
Fuel is marginal. We're close to using up the load. Pit in within 2 laps. Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
A lot of understeer in that car at that point. However, overall balance is not too bad, I think. Just make sure not to speed.
And a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Crew is already waiting for us there. And we're gonna be pulled back into the garage. Got some marbles on the tires. So track acclimatization has not been perfect.
We've had to
It
spend
has
time
been good
repairing
though.
the damage to the car.
So we quickly accelerate the time a little bit and carry on with tire management. This time I just do it flying lap, just to speed up the things a little bit. In tire management we now need to hit specific lap times while not taking too hard out on the engine, on the tires.
And take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
So we just try to hit it good. We're looking somewhat good. Just be very careful at all stages here, not destroying the tires too hard, not pushing them too hard. Let the car go wherever it wants to go. Don't force it to do any particular movement. It just will be bad on the tire wear. Now it's just important to nail that right hander coming up right now. And I think we're doing this quite well. We're 3/10 down on what we need to do. The DRS is wide open. A little bit of a slide. Good on the power. Into the last corner we go. Keep it clean, keep it steady. And that's our first point. Let's see if we can somehow increase that performance. Time this corner was a lot better. However, we're locking some time. Just need to keep it nice and clean. Looking good so far. DRS is wide open. All we need is a good final corner. We can take it easy for the last one. And this looks like being purple points.
Practice program over. That's all we need for now. Return to the garage pronto.
In fact, we were scoring the maximum possible, making us able to end the program early, which is very good. That means we just put in lean, so the engine is not gonna distress even further. Definitely this is like a lot of improvement compared to Australia, where I was really struggling quite a lot to put in those lap times while care after those tires. Obviously I did some testing before to figure out a good setup for this track. With the balance I'm very much happy, to be fair. Not sure how to really improve it in any way. And if I remember correctly, at Australia, during a free practice session, I adjusted a lot on the setup. Like, not a lot, but some settings here and there, and then actually that made it work better. And made me meet those specific criteria. So, we're gonna see if this is plenty enough for that race. About the FPS, I've heard so about it. I think I need to look at the stream settings to enhance this a little bit. Thanks for noticing, and thanks for letting me know at this point. At the second, just try to get a perfect run into pit lane. A little bit too early. That's something you really need to learn, because in the race you're gonna need to maximize everything you got in a Honda. That means maximizing those pit entries at this point. So we've just managed to finish the second program already, and let's see what we can look afterwards. What else is to do now? So that means we were purple on tire management, if I'm correct. Just have me look at that screen, please. Thank you. So tire management was perfect. Fuel saving is available. I think we're going to try this. And again, we go out doing a flying lap. This time around, I tried to stick within fuel management, being lean. Not sure if I'm allowed to. Yes, the bridge fuel is available, however I just want to try to not make use of it. But we will see if we need it. Different to the program before. Yes, I expected this. I really need to put it to
Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum lap time.
That was probably not the best corner. Early shifting required, lift and coast required. But we're looking good. Delta is close to 0. Fuel with that short shifting looks good as well. Take a better line for that corner here.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
So we're lacking some time this time around. No other fuel modes available, so we now try to simply push it. That fourth gear generated a little bit too much of understeer, and I think this time I got no chance getting the time delta into the right position again. So fuel saving in general was good. We just let them AI pass and go again. Maybe we can try to get in some slipstream.
Okay, you weren't quite good enough that lap. Try again.
So we lift into turn 1 again.
Bridge mix is available again, but there is a chance the issue will reoccur.
So I just found out that the switch modus was it's still unavailable. Definitely gonna be close to do that fuel saving thing here. And that looks good.
That's an acceptable lap, but you're capable
10
of
points for that, I
working
think.
ahead.
That was a bad line out of that corner, definitely. Gonna be close again. Almost sacrificing the lap there, trying to make it to the purple area. So we were good in fuel saving. Free practice is just more or less done. So what we do now is we try to do a cool down lap and put in some very fast lap in at the end and see whether we actually can gain something on our personal best here to not maybe finish in P18. However, this has been quite an improvement compared to the days before. Like in Australia, I was dead last literally every time. So 1 minute 16 for us to make it to the line. We have to scrap those tires anyway, since we need to give them back to Pirelli at the end of the session. So we can make full use of it. Remember, every finished lap gives some session points and gives some career points as well, I think. So we're definitely gonna go for it, I think. 45 seconds left. Euro's coming up. We put it into Ridge and we take some speed up to our final lap here in free practice 1, trying to maximize our session time and do a little bit of qualifying testing. That was close to going off track, so that was very compromising our lines here. You really can feel the power on the back of the car, like the car is really sliding a lot. I expect us to go a little bit faster than what we did in track acclimatization, since right now you can focus on a lot of different lines. Those checkpoints are not in your sight, so this should help you a little bit, but we just spin and say box.
The fastest lap of the race so far is a 1 minute 34.4.
And we box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
So let's try what our top speed would be. I haven't had a look at that yet. And I could think we could have just improved a few tenths. Remember, track acclimatization was on primes. For full top speed I should have enabled engine mode 3. Just kept that low. And we ran a little bit too wide there. It's very important, since you must know what is the limit on the pit entry. Can I still click return to garage? I mean, that speeds it up a little bit. Session's over anyway at this point. So we see what we got here. Not too bad, I think. And we need to skip this because of possible copyright infringement. It's a bit annoying, but it basically is what it is. this is good, we were penalty free. So current resource points will be gathered by the points in the session. We have a look at the laptop. Basically we know we can do anything else, so we straight go to free practice number 2 to try to do all the other things, and we start up with, let me guess, probably race strategy. So we do 5 laps and we go on flying lap, and now we do need to meet a certain amount of tire wear compared with a certain amount of fuel usage, and obviously together with a certain lap time. So as we were just told, Rich Mix 3 is unavailable again. So we just can keep it in standard, and I just hope we somehow meet the criteria. Let's see what we can do. Okay, this competition is going to be really hard now. And I don't think we're able to do it because of engine mode 3 being unavailable. I mean, you can now literally see the target lap time delta to race, and I don't see a point or a possibility to gain on that. Nevertheless, we just carry on and try to maximize it. Yeah, you simply have no chance to keep this car any green. And right now I'm lacking power again. So as the mix is available right now, we immediately take it to maybe just put in one green lap here. Late on the brakes. A little bit too late maybe. It's gonna be very close to the line. Late on those brakes, early on the throttle, and we're not gonna make it. Oh, that's a real shame, with the power missing here. as you can see, as soon as you got some power available, it's much more easy to hit the time required. And this is actually the point where you now can start to like be easy on the fuel, be more easy on the tires. And this is just the effect of power being available or not.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
We're looking a lot better. Close to the lap time target. If we do not screw up this final corners. And that looked a lot better this time around. And we're just happy the engine did not give up on us.
Okay, super job so far.
Oh, we just met that target, but so close. Too much offline. Seems like actually there's some grip on that rubbered line here. Actually, it feels like it. Do some lift and coast so we get better on that target as well. Alright, 2.5 tenths, we really need a good sector 3 now. I think we're not gonna make it. Nope. Let's see if the last lap gets us anything better. I can hear some really strange noise in the engine. I think that is something like sparking. Not boxing this lap, we try to make it stick. Final chance for us to get in a good lap time and finish this race program. Very close to the end, I think. Come on! Oh, you gotta be kidding. I'll just go directly return to garage. I may wanna run it again because yeah, it's actually failed anyway. So we just rerun the program. Remaining laps 9. We take this tire set. It's unavailable as it is reserved. We can make it on the super soft.
Our best lap so far is a 1:39.2.
I just hope that the engine mix is available now. It is, which is great. However, you can hear the engine, I think. That sounds quite strange, nevertheless. We start our race strategy program. This is gonna be so close again. It really depends on this hairpin, how you go through there. Was quite high fuel and tire usage, I think. Oh dear. And this literally means we won't meet that lap time criteria here, I think. We're gonna approach the hairpin with like 2 tenths to spare maybe. And that's a crash. And there we go. So we return to garage and see what needs to be repaired.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
So, to be fair, I think we do need to end this session, I think. And have a look on the car.
All the cars are now over the line.
Yeah, I mean, the engine is like giving us quite a bad shape. Hey Fabrizio, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Driving this car today is actually quite fun, I have to say. So we've just passed one team objective. Very little points now. So we go to the laptop and see if we can go to our engine, and we see that this MG UK is quite worn. 87% already. So we're gonna fit in the new times, the new parts. The combustion chain. Probably to make this program work, we do it. Same with the MGU-H. And we keep that other stuff just as it is. The gearbox, looking at the gearbox. Well, the gearbox is already quite worn. And we straight head off to free practice 3. And so we try to at least
available again, but there is a chance the issue will reoccur.
yeah.
Standing by.
Oh dear. I just wanted to do what I just did, like, well, I mean, it's the first time I've been I'm driving in the wet, so I'm just gonna do some installation lap and see how it goes in the wet. And this is the first time I really do feel some force feedback on that game, since as soon as the car starts to slide, the force feedback changes a little bit. Obviously no ABS and no traction control activated. Definitely time to take the rain line now. Yeah, it's very slippery on the rubber, that's for sure. So, box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We're gonna just box this lap again and carry out our programs. And yeah, maybe we can like score good points now. I mean, I have literally no clue how this objective is been changed due to weather conditions. We just go into the garage quickly, as it is quite late already, and we go session info this time. We try to redo the race strategy first and try to gain some points. I really do think that this conditions needs to be taken into consideration by the game in terms of your stint performance, I want to call it, since there is no DRS available. Not sure if it's clever to put up the mix at all right now. We're just gonna see how the delta time reacts on the line. expected that. So we need to make it rich. And it is so damn slippery. I think we could even run this on lean. So what is definitely the game is doing, it favors good driving on the wet. When you're able to put out a good piece of driving on the wet surface, you're gonna meet specific criteria much more easy. I'm not sure on the tire wear though, if this is as easy as being in the green time zone. We really have to see what about the tire wear due to all that sliding. What about the fuel usage? I'm gonna pull it back to 3 just for the straight again and back into lean. Do some lift and coast. Stay on the inside line. As you can see, we're gaining quite a lot. It's definitely better than using the wet line there, the dry line.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
That was a little bit.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. Oh, this is quite tricky on the tires since they... I mean, yes, it is very slippery as you can see. So you really need to make up your mind about all those stuffs. And to be very careful on tires and everything.
Fernando is P7 at the moment. Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
No loss of control, please, thanks. We can do this in lean, I'm quite sure. Now it's starting to become the point where the dry line is getting quicker. I'm not too sure how this drying line is modeled in that game. Please just overtake me, thank you. Give me some nice slipstream. What the fuck? Sorry for that language.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay,
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
try again.
What a stupid mistake in the end that was. So we now need to nail every lap, I think. To make it a perfect program. I'm not sure whether I'm still on the right tire.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
So it's very slippery right now. I think it's not time anymore for those inters. We saw Hamilton or Bottas, that one Mercedes, go into the pits. And I can really feel it being really slippery right now. Like I cannot push the car at all. That's what it feels actually. Maybe it's just because it looks so dry. Time delta is really good. Just not over exaggerating, like it's really driving with raw X at the second. A little bit of oversteer. Now we'll make it into the sling corner. Really need to be patient, I think. Finally full throttle available. Oh, we're plus. Well, I mean, DRS enabled right now. Time delta has just been adjusted. Oh, we can make it. Oh, we only just did it. Optimal pace race strategy program is completed. So we put it lean and we look on the data, no traffic at all behind. Hey Lorenzo, nice to meet you tonight. Thank you very much. As I said, I mean the track dried up literally too fast. I mean honestly the rain stopped and like 2 laps later. I mean look at the track. Feel free to scroll back the stream a little bit and see how bad the conditions were in that rain with that inters, and now you feel like just so much understeer, so less grip. I think you can really put in some soft tires and put in great laps already again. So that's why we're heading back to base. And yeah, we're gonna put some soft tires and then make that qualifying session simulation. And see whether we can get some decent research points again. So probably from the other sessions, just a little bit too less research data points. Like we would need like 500 points to research the next area on whatever thing. But you may know that it is very important to do some good development at the beginning of the season, since the better base you got, the earlier you may score points, and therefore like increase your possibilities throughout the season. Because I don't want to wait too long, I always gonna abort that going into the pits at that second. Yeah, and as you can see on the tire life, like it should have been way different, but I think the tire life just came because out of the track trying so quickly. I mean, you can see my lap times, like, yeah, they became worse at some point. So, it's definitely interesting.
Okay, as you know, this is the third and final practice session of the weekend. If we want to run our qualifying sim program, and I strongly recommend we do just that, this is our last chance.
So, we better do it at this point. Happily we own a fresh engine, so that can unleash some power. However, until the line we do just want to have it lean. Target lap time is P19. Well, we're in P17, still with the inters, no P18, sorry. Well, thanks for holding us up. Would have been gently from him to give us some slipstream, wouldn't it be? So, alright. Very crucial third sector coming up. I don't think we're gonna hit that time. Nope.
We're down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
So that's 3/10 better already at this stage. However, we do want to carry it. Did you say lean? I hope he did. Because Rich is just exactly what I need. Double upshift. This is such an important corner. Carry out the speed. Get ready for DRS enabled. Oh, this is gonna be damn close. Will it be enough? No!
We'll want to rerun the program if we can't improve on
Oh,
that
for
time.
God's sake! Now we probably just have to rerun the program because I'm not gonna do it like that. Too much sliding.
Mix is available again, but it's temperamental. We could lose it again.
Better around here this time. Giving us better chances. This looks very good through that corner this time around. Plenty of time between us and the deadline. Losing quite a lot on that straight though. Will it be just enough, I hope? At least some green lap time.
Program complete. Good work. Get on back
Oh,
to the
this
carriage
wasn't
and
really
start
good
going
work.
over the data.
Oh, good God. That was just the last chance, and it's just 2 minutes left in the session. We return to garage at this point. And see that we have passed the qualifying results. It tell me that we've met some objective.
Quick look at the classification
Yeah,
at the end of
I
the
mean,
session then.
as he said, end of the session. I wasn't quick enough to fully read this. So we see if we may get some research points for that session and whether it will be enough to start another development program. And let's see. Hmm. 416. We go on. We listen to the voicemail first.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
E16. Well, it's gonna be tough to say. We're not gonna do it right now. We just have a look at the laptop. See, our research point is 416. We look at the research tree and see that $450 is the least amount to pay for that. 750, 1000, that's too much either. 600 too much. Where was it 400? Is it that? Develop. Quality control. Enhancements to the quality control process within the chassis factory reduces chance of new chassis related upgrades failing. What else we got here? Nothing as I can see. I just think we're gonna keep those research points for next round. And at this point,